Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I am doing the weekly readings right now, and so today I'm going to be, I just finished two of the readings. Today I'm going to start on the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, and do your weekly readings for that. I do want to talk a little bit about the energy around us, since there's so much that's happening in the world and the energy that we're feeling. And remember, we always have the ability to change the outcome of that energy, right? We always have free will. I think so much is important when we hear, I mean, anytime you go on Facebook, any social media, you've got the good and the bad weighing, getting angry at each other, and all the people standing in judgment that someone deserved to be sick, etc. And that's just not okay. You know, I don't really discuss politics, but for me, everybody's a human being, whether we agree with them or not, whether we agree with what their policies are or not. They are human beings and they deserve our compassion and our love. So I think that's really important that we're continuing as light workers to putting out that white light energy, if you will, and I think that's really important to do. So that would be my recommendation right now. I mean, I think there's a lot of energy that's out there that's not positive, and we can be that change, right? We can be the people that are putting the positivity back out there in the environment. So I hope we do that. I hope you can give me a thumbs up down below. I hope you've subscribed down below and hit the notification button, because this afternoon I will be coming on and doing my mediumship read. You'll be notified when that happens, and that's always a live reading where I actually bring through loved ones from the other side and messages from your loved ones. And everyone who is here and on and notified and shows up for the reading, and who is live with me, will have someone come through for them. I will bring a message through for everyone, okay? Sometimes it takes a few hours, but it's well worth it, and it's a lovely chance to talk to your loved ones. Down below, you'll also see my website, northernlights.one. You can go to my website and book a reading with me at any time. And also there's a donation button, Donations of Love. So if you'd like to give to the channel to help me purchase new cards, like these cards I'm using, the Wisdom Oracle that I just purchased, with donations from people who have been so generous. Some new crystals, my Cinnabar crystal, which brings in psychic abilities, some new candles, always new equipment with regards to making things clearer and better for the readings. So you're welcome to do that. I'm going to get started, and we'll always end with Reiki. Okay, that's every reading. So I have the Thinker. These are the overall general cards for water signs. I have the Thinker, I have Orphaned, and I have Between the Worlds. And I have to tell you, the interesting thing is that this is every single, for air and earth and now water, I have pulled Between the Worlds. So let's talk about that card first. To me, this is all about the energy that's around us. Between the Worlds, are we going to go to the side of hatred and injustice and anger, or are we going to go to the side that is love and compassion? And I think it's really important that that you make that decision yourself. You always have free will. I would highly recommend, and I'm hopeful that a lot of the people that come onto my channel are willing to show compassion and love for anyone out there that has this illness, because they're all human beings, right? So they don't deserve our judgment. They will have their own judgment in their own time, but all they should be getting from us is love and compassion, and in the direction of healing. And so that Between the Worlds has come up for every single sign, which is fascinating. Orphaned, interesting card. So being alone, feeling alone this week. Card number 5, which is also almost always in the tarot card, oracle card decks, a card of despair, or not feeling that things are going your way. Destruction. Sometimes it can mean that someone is sick. I'm not hearing that in this card. With this Orphan cards, I feel like it's more about your thoughts, that you're feeling out on a limb by yourself. So you may be the only person in your family that might have a certain belief system, maybe about everything that's going on around us. And you feel that you're standing by yourself, because that's the feeling I'm having right now. I think that will change. And I certainly don't want you to feel orphaned, so hang in there, and when we do your reading for your sign, you'll get a little bit more information, okay? And the other final card I have for the oracle cards is the Thinker, okay? So the card is number 44, so lots of angels around us. and lots of angels around water signs while I'm doing this reading. And today, this is the reading for 10/4 to 10/10 for this entire week. And I will do Reiki healing at the end when you stay around for that. So it's really thinking, it's really looking at everything that is being thrown at you, being put in your way, all the information we're being given, we're being overwhelmed, we're being bowled over, aren't we? So really taking time to think through it. Think what you want to. Don't necessarily always trust what you hear. Okay? Be your own judger. Be your own judgment. Stand in your own judgment. You don't need to be the person that makes any decisions or final decisions about judging for anybody else. Okay? So let's pull some cards. I'm going to use the Gilded Tarot, the Enchantment of Wonder. And I will, if I need to, if I pull cards, I will, pull from another tarot deck to clarify, certainly. I've needed to do that only a few times in the reading so far, but the messages that are coming through are very clear. So these are messages for the week of 10/4 to 10/10 for water signs, Cancer. Okay, so let's see what Cancer signs come up. Let's see what the energy is around Cancer signs. Remember, this is strictly energy I'm bringing through. You always have the ability to use your free will to change anything you don't like or to go in another direction, right? That's always your right and your ability. So these are for Cancer. Let's see what signs I get for Cancer. And I don't read upside down when I'm doing these weekly readings, so I always turn them face up. And the first card I have for Cancer is the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is joining forces with someone. It's working on the same side. It's collaborating with a teammate, okay? I mean, these two look like they're very intently looking at each other. The sun is shining down on them. This card is closely related, and people get confused with the Lover's card, but the Two of Cups is really about the emotions that are around two people. It's the joining of forces. It's the joining of minds, if you will. It's getting out there and really feeling like you're connecting on the same level with someone, okay? And that's what the Two of Cups is about. If you notice, the cups are about emotion and water, and that's why we see so much water there, but it's very calm, except for the fish that is coming up, which is interesting. So this is a calm card. This is a calm energy. It has the rainbow in between the two cups, right? So they're thinking along the same lines. They're on the same page. They're working instinctively together. And that's what the Two of Cups shows for the beginning of this week for you, Cancer. It's Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, working together in a situation, working together as a team, okay? In the middle of the week, we have the Temperance card. Temperance card kind of slows things down a little bit. So if you've been moving forward and everything's been going wonderfully, this card, it doesn't mean it's going to be a fight or any miscommunication or anything like that, but this card says, hold on a minute, let's slow down. Things are going good. Let's just work. It could also just mean that Wednesday and Thursday and Friday are Wednesday and Thursday are specifically just working really hard, right, towards a goal, towards an end goal. So we already have working together as a team, and maybe this is just putting your head coming down, working hard, working to the grindstone, working, knowing that everything is going to come out and be okay, but taking your time. There's no hurry, all right? There's no reason to have to get in where it is you want to go that quickly. So the middle of the week might take you slowly, might ask you to go a little bit slower in your thinking and in your action process, and really ask you to take it and slow it down on Wednesday and Thursday. The card for Friday and Saturday is the Magician. It's the card of magic, right? He has all the elements at his side. He has the pentacles, he has the wand, he has the sword, he has the cup. He's able to manipulate, but manipulate in a good way. Manifest is a better word to use, right? He's able to manifest whatever he wants. There's the planet Earth behind him and the sun peeking over the top, and it's about magic. The Magician brings in magic. His third eye is wide open, and this is a beautiful card. So the card for Friday and Saturday for you, Cancer, is really kind of going with the flow and manifesting all that you want to be good and to come in. Everything you've been working on all week, right? You've been thinking, you've been looking at everything, you've been working with someone, you've slowed down in the middle of the week, and this isn't necessarily a card that's going to speed up anything, but it is a card that's telling you you can manifest, you can bring in exactly what you want. So if you're manifesting on Friday and Saturday, maybe this is the time, maybe you're going to go away on a nice little trip. Maybe this is a time where you and a relationship really expand or decide to take it to a new level, right? Because it's magic. It's magical. It's miraculous. So manifest what you want. Manifest what you want to come forward, and all your dreams will come true, which is a really nice way to end the week, I'd have to say, Cancer. Yay. No reason to clarify any of those cards. Those are beautiful. Put them on the bottom of the deck. We shuffle one time. Cards for Scorpio, the week of 10/4 to 10/10. Scorpio, week of 10/4 to 10/10. Let's see what we have for Scorpio. A lot of building cards here, Scorpio, so it's going to be a busy week for you, whether it be relationship related or whether it be career related. The Page of Cups, okay? The cups of the emotions. And this is usually someone that's coming in that's a little bit younger. You notice the seahorses, again, showing us the water in the background. Looks a little bit rough. There are a few waves. So maybe on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, it's bringing in feelings of things aren't as calm as they look, right? You're holding on, the page is holding on to the cups as if, he's trying to make a decision. He's not moving anywhere. He's just bringing in the messages. It's a message. It's a messenger, the page. So just know that that's what's happening, and that's what's coming in. And that there can be some rough waters. The cups show the water being a little bit rough behind you. So maybe you hear some news today on Sunday and you need to address it on Monday. Maybe it's something that's happening at work and you need to address it and take a look at it and see how you're going to change things for the better on Monday. And that's all it could be. Maybe it's a relationship where you're sitting down and having a good discussion because things haven't been going smoothly and you really want to find out, how you can change things, the two of you, to make things go smoothly. Either way, whether it be a relationship or work, it's related to emotions, right? With the cups. So what's coming in to stir things up a little bit, to move things around, to shuffle them around, okay? The middle of the week, you have the Seven of Pentacles. The Pentacles are about abundance. They're about good fortune. They could be about money, financial. They could be abundance in health, wealth, love, destiny. But this is the worker card, right? The 7 can sometimes be the illusion and delusion card. You see all the pentacles in the tree, but she has none in her basket yet. So is it an illusion that she's building her business and that things are going really well? She can't really tell because she hasn't collected anything. Looks like the ladder is up over here, and she's going to be climbing up and possibly collecting some of these, but she's still working hard, okay? She looks like she's working hard. The sky has a little bit of clouds in there, a little bit of darkness, as if it's not as easy as it looks, right? Down below there's a little bit of light. Up above there's the darkness. So we like to think that the darkness is going away, and now we're getting to the 7, closer to the 9 and the 10 of Pentacles, and that things are going well, and that you're building, if this is a relationship, you're building the camaraderie between the two of you. You're building the openness. You're building the ability to speak to each other openly. Remember, we are coming up to Mercury retrograde, which is the 13th of October to November 3rd, election day. So it is a time when sometimes emotions and feelings and messages can get misconstrued, right, or misunderstood. So being careful with what you say in the middle of the week. But that you're building. It's the middle of the week, which makes perfect sense for Wednesday and Thursday. That's when we have our heart and our head into our work. Final card for the week is the 8 of Pentacles. So we've gone up one step. We are heading in the right direction. He's still working very hard, isn't he? He's still looking. Here he's got the pentacles down from where she took them down from the tree, and he's looking at them very closely and what he needs to change, what he needs to adjust. 8 sometimes can be walking away, but he clearly doesn't seem to be walking away. He seems to be looking closely to see how he can make changes that are going to help. So I feel like the end of the week is really, you're still working towards a goal. You're still working towards fruition. You're still working towards that end goal of reaching the 9 and the 10 of Pentacles. But you're almost there. You're almost at the end. You're almost at the place you want to be. So it feels like a really good week to me. I don't feel the need to pull any cards that tell me any differently, but I definitely... Scorpio, want to tell you to, it's a card of hard work. These cards all talk about a whole week of a lot of hard work, putting your nose to the grindstone and really just giving it your all till the end of the week. So maybe nothing major will happen, which is always great. I always say if there's nothing major, that's wonderful. Let life go on is the way it's supposed to. Again, you can change this if you wish to, but it feels to me like you're heading in the right direction, certainly ending up with the 8 of Pentacles, which is really good news. So Pisces, let's talk about what's coming up for you for the week of 10-4 to 10-10. And work with Pisces energy, see what's coming up. One more shuffle here. Sorry if you can hear some loud noise in the background. I have workers outside my home today that are working, and they have their radio very loud. I almost hear everything that is coming across, and I'm sorry if it's disrupting you. So Pisces, interesting week. Okay, you have a lot of really heavy cards here. So remember, you have the ability to change them by the way you react, right? Let's look at the first card, the 9 of Swords. Swords is about truth. And this is the card that almost always shows someone in bed, not necessarily sick, but just worrying like crazy. So this is a card for Pisces that's saying that there's a lot of worry on your plate. Things aren't smooth going, right? Nothing's touching her, nothing's hurting her, but she is having to worry about them. Maybe she's not sleeping well, maybe she's having nightmares, maybe there's things that are keeping her up at night that she hasn't made a decision one way or another on. But either way, you can get yourself out of this, right? You can react differently to the fact that the 9 of Swords energy is around you. You have free will, so you can react differently, and maybe, you know, even if you have nightmares, try to wake up and think through them and think how you can adjust them and think what's the best course of action at this point, right? The second card is the 6 of Swords, so some more swords. This is always the boat pulling away. The 6 sometimes is walking away, the distance, walking away from something that is no longer serving us. The 6s are around her, and she has... she's using the wand to, like as an oar, to move the in the direction, wherever direction she's planning on heading on. It's the truth. She doesn't like the truth, so she's moving away from it. The water's calm, which is a good thing, and we see her face, so we know that she's, you know, it doesn't look like a real happy face. Maybe the worry of the 9 of Swords is coming through, and she's deciding that, gee, I really don't want to take a look at it right now. I really want to kind of isolate myself, pull away a little bit, right? Move away from the information and see where it takes me. Maybe this is some alone time that you need on Wednesday and Thursday. Maybe you don't want to discuss it with anyone. Maybe you want to really, think, like we talked about at the beginning. Maybe this is your time to think, right? So take what you had in the beginning, take the 9 of Cups and some of the distress and the despair that you're feeling, and walk away from whatever situation is causing you that pain and distress. Take the truth with you because you need to look at it, but it's okay to leave and to have some time to think on your own. Final card is the 3 of Hearts. The 3 of Hearts is often a card of broken heart, despair, something that has come up that has really, you know, maybe all this thinking, maybe at the beginning of the week you're worried about a relationship or a deal at work, and you've gone and you've had some time to think about it, and you come back and you decide, gee, I don't think I want to work here anymore. I think that the worry that I have is that it's not going to make me happy anymore, or the worry that I have a relationship is it's not going to make me happy anymore. So I'm thinking about making some choices and some decisions. All swords cards you have this week, Scorpio. So because you have all swords, Pisces. So because you have all swords cards, I just feel like it's going to be a bumpy week. So to hang on tight, but remember that you can always change the outcome. You can always add the love and compassion and not react to any of the negativity that's around you energy-wise, right? You can always change it. So it doesn't mean this has to be the final outcome. It means you can change it, free will. Okay, I am going to clarify the Three of Swords, find out if it's regarding, because both of the other cards made me feel like it was more work related, whereas the Three of Swords, I'm being drawn to the fact that it could be relationship related. So I want to pull a card and see if which we're talking about here at the end of the week. And it could be that the beginning of the week is you're worried about something, and that the career-wise, and at the end of the week you're worried about something that is relationship-wise. So let's see what we get. Interesting. So the card that we got is the Four of Cups. This is you being handed. Fours always remind me of angels. So maybe asking for help when you get this card, right? You need some help because it's hurting you and you're not quite sure how to get out of the middle of it. He has his arms folded, like he's looking at these cups in front of him, but he's not touching them. He knows they're the emotions, right? Cups are all about emotions. He knows they're the emotions that there are around him. And it looks like the higher power is coming through and actually handing him a cup. Like, please take this cup. Please look at the emotions. It doesn't all have to be bad. And that's what I'm hearing, okay? I don't think that this is relationship-wise. I think we're still looking at career based on the cups, the emotions that are around it. But I feel like there's a lot of indecisiveness on your part and a lot of unsurety if you're planning on staying. So if this is a week where you've been trying to make a decision, yes, I'm going to stay, or no, I'm not, I feel like, I mean, you always have free will to make that decision no matter what. But the cards seem to be indicating that you may make a decision to take a leave, right? You've got away, you've done some thinking, and now you've decided it's just too much, it's overwhelming to you. So you're going to take this card, you're going to take this offering that's being offered to you, you're going to take this other job career path, okay? So not the great, just of cards, three swords in a row sometimes means it's going to feel like a little trouble. It's a little trouble ahead. It's going to be a troubled week, a little bit of a bumpy ride. But again, you can overcome. You will easily get to the end of the week. And think about what you're doing. Think about the steps you want to take. Final card, change the outcome, right? Look at the emotions and change the outcome of the cards. You can definitely do this. Okay, Pisces? Okay, let's see. I'm going to do a little bit, those are the cards for water signs, and I'm going to pull a little bit, do a little bit of Reiki. I'm going to pull this down and do a little Reiki for you. I always like to do Reiki at the end of my readings. I like to bring through the energy that is healing and loving. And so we're going to have a little Reiki energy. Fill yourself with some white light as we listen. Fill yourself with some beautiful healing energies, right? Healing between the worlds and everything you're thinking about. It's a heavy week for thinking. It's really a heavy week, but turn it around and turn the energy around if you don't like that. So let's do some energy healing here and see if it can help. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, I hope you have a really good week. I hope you've hit the subscribe button down below, and you've hit the notification button so that you'll be notified when I come on this afternoon to do the mediumship readings. I'd love to see you there. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this reading, and leave me any comments below, and I'll be happy to, if there's anything you'd like to see me cover or talk about, I'd be happy to do that. Someone mentioned how to sage, so I'm definitely planning on doing that this week as well. So I hope you have a great week, and hopefully I'll see you soon.